Mr. Vyas, first of all, thank you so much for joining us on this conclave. Uh, where do you see tech playing a role in the life of a CFO, where they're building efficiency not just for the company but also for the work that they do?
Thank you for giving me an opportunity. And just one statistics like in this 1.5 days of conference, I think 75% focus was on tech, which is a bit of a change since 5 years back. I was in these kind of conferences and focus was on risk management, capital allocation, and other topics. So I'm not saying it is not important any longer, but their focus has shifted on tech a lot for the CFOs because they know this is an opportunity and tech will help to grab this opportunity. So things like artificial intelligence, software, cyber risk, etc., etc. So what I feel that what should CFO do to gain most out of the tech is first solve the problems which are right in front of them. So one is basically how to automate the entire reporting cycles in the company. So starting from their financial close, consolidation, RPT process, notes to account, schedules, because they waste. I'll not use the word waste, but they tend to invest almost like 15 days in a quarter, every quarter on that, and these are all brilliant people, CAs, MBA finance. So if that time can be used in decision making, that will be a big win for the CFOs with the help of tech. Second area is basically which CFOs also talked about is how to do better scenario planning. So looking at tariffs, geopolitical risk, maybe some opportunity that they find in the market, raw material price, etc., etc. So if they have a robust model of the company on a solution, use smart forecasting techniques, have a robust planning model built, then they can actually convert these opportunities into business outcomes. So I feel these two areas, with the help of technology and AI ML, which is available, they can reap far greater benefits.
And Mr. Vyas, since you were talking about planning, that is one of the primary role of the CFO to predict the future where the company is heading. And one of the things that every CFO needs to do when they're planning ahead is to also understand and be cautious about the risks that they could be facing or the company could be facing. How does technology, specifically your technology, help the CFO to identify these risks and balance it with risk mitigation?
Yeah, you are right. Actually, the business heads or leaders are looking at Office of Finance to help them identify, mitigate those risks. Also, see what could be the opportunity within those risks. So, what is risk for the market? Maybe with simple tweak in the business model can be an opportunity for me. And Office of Finance CFOs are certainly helping them with the help of technology. So basically, what they do is they create scenarios for all kind of possibilities, and then play around those scenarios so that they can achieve different outcomes and maybe share that with the wider group and have a consensus on what are the outcomes which are important for the business. So just to give you an example, those outcomes could be linked to lesser cost, it could be on better market share, or in today's scenario, it could be also on being more sustainable. In fact, that is happening at the global level, and soon it will percolate in India. That when we are doing these scenarios, not only look at cost or increase sales, but also on how sustainable we can become with this kind of a scenario. And slowly, as you might have heard a term called agentic AI, when this comes into the picture, even the calculation of these scenarios, which is today the role of CFO's office, can become little automated in nature, and agents can calculate and tell you which scenario could go for. But I think the final decision still is to be taken by humans. So CFOs, in consensus with the business teams, business leaders, should take those decisions. So we, as a company, Wolters, Kluwer, Tagetik, we were the first to launch the AI embedded EPM platform, including planning, forecasting, and consolidation. And soon we are coming with a agentic AI model in that platform. So we are creating agents for consolidation, for planning, which can make these tasks even easier for CFOs, because the window of opportunity is limited. So you can't just wait for say 1 month to take the decision. And if you take this decision faster than your competition, when you see the opportunity, then the real result of 10x or 100x business growth can come. So from our side, we are helping CFOs in taking those decisions and be more agile.
My last question to you, Mr. Vyas, is that this particular conference has had about 70 plus CFOs in one room. Usually, conferences have about 5 or 6 CFOs come together, but this is more like a networking thing which has happened. What has been your experience and what has been your takeaway from this conference?
So, fortunately, I was able to meet some of the old, I will say, CFOs who became friends over the period of time, and was able to make some new friendships during the conference. And the atmosphere was really charged. I think they were so excited that whenever they're outside, they didn't want to go inside when the panel discussion was on, and the organizer have to really kind of sometime shepherd the CFOs to come inside, because they were meeting everyone, their friends, their colleagues. So it was a wonderful experience, because all the CFOs are from the high quality top Indian companies from varieties of sectors like finance, manufacturing, automotive. So there was a representation from all the sectors, and I myself was. I'm feeling very educated after these 1.5 days, because sometimes you go into a meeting and you just talk about what you are proposing as a technology and come out. But here I was able to hear about the challenges they have. They were opening about the areas they generally don't open up in the meetings, and sometimes I was just cross hearing some of their talks. So I feel more enriched as a professional, and also made some new friends in the process. So it was a really great experience for us.
Thank you, Mr. Vyas, for being a part of this offsite. Thank you.
Thank you so much.